Hello, friends, and welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that. That was a wonderful little break. He likes his fucking symbolism, don't he? And if you notice, what he just picked up was green. We got the picture.
I had to do it right for the people.
I can appreciate that, I guess. What we're drinking now is, let's see, if the blue one is blue sky, this is emerald waters. So, the emerald waters underneath the blue sky. Right alongside that purple grass. Let's fucking get it. Anyway.
Alonzi. I hope they do bring back David Tennant, though. He was the best.
I was going to say Grosh, but yeah. No, yeah, David Tennant would be nice. I'd enjoy that. But this is actually what we're drinking now. This is the rest of my vodka plus some of the green shit that I had in the fridge. It's the same stuff that is the blue shit, so.
I call it the Blue Sky Smash.
I mean, is that a Hulk reference?
Yeah, and also, because you smashed two.
I mean, yeah.
Two Kool-Aids together.
You're not wrong. Dude, this would be fucking great with Kool-Aid, but they don't make the lemon lime Kool-Aid anymore. Or if they do, they don't fucking sell it. I haven't seen it in stores for fucking ever.
It's been a long time since I've actually looked at the Kool-Aid rack, so
I can't make Witch's Brew with it. I make a drink called Witch's Brew. It's for holidays, it's for Halloween and Thanksgiving, and if you want Christmas too. It will fuck you up, but I can't make it because no lemon lime Kool-Aid. And don't give me that shit with like, oh, it's green apple. No, I call it Witch's Brew. It's Witch's Brew. It's actually called Poison Apple because it has the same color as like the poisonous apple or whatever that what's her face gave to fucking that one bitch in the fucking fairy tale. I don't know. Point is, it was this apple flavored wonderful greatness.
And you made that with lemon
lime Kool-Aid, apple cider, and a lot of alcohol. It was a mixture of alcohols too. It wasn't any one particular one. We don't stick to that round here except for this, I guess. This is meant to just be sipped on and not get fucking destroyed on. Like, this is designed to help you warm up a little bit. Like, I say warm up, to loosen up a little bit.
Loosey-goosey.
Loosey-goosey, you got flow with it, bruh. Anyway, as far as David Tennant goes, I agree. 100%, I would love to see him come back, as well as the writer that did his season, because...
I thought I had seen something about him coming back.
Bro, what the fuck? Where did this even come from? God damn it, Callie. God damn it.
I know that guy's name, too.
Whoa.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
I have no fucking clue. I just know David Tennant, and that's it. David Tennant and the Doctor before him, I fucking love those guys. I watched the fuck out of Doctor Who during those 2 seasons. But after that, it just kind of fell off the wagon.
I wonder what would happen if they made an Americanized version of Doctor Who.
It would probably suck. It has nowhere near enough ground time. I'd be like trying to make
Stephen Moffat?
Stephen Moffat?
That feels right.
Was he the writer during, what was it, season 9, I think it was?
Friends are excited news that following the departure of Chris Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker, Russell T. Davis will return as... Who's Stephen Moffat? He's connected to Doctor Who, he has to be.
Oh, do something to look into.
It's got a modern twist. What? A modern twist?
Nobody wants to hear modern twist.
No, but like Doctor Who is set in modern. It's always been modern.
It has. It's always been modern to the times that it's been on air in. Like even back in the day when it was
He's going back in time to 9/11 now, and we're gonna unravel the official.
It turns out 9/11 was an inside job. Can you fucking believe that?
No, that's not what they would do.
No, but they should. They're a bunch of pussies. They wouldn't do it.
They'd probably do a wokeism thing about how Islamic extremists are not a representation of Islam as a whole.
But it wasn't actually anything like that. It wasn't even America inside job in that shit. George Bush
like
was
they would
an idiot.
Stick with the official story.
It was the fucking Daleks, wasn't it?
It was the Daleks.
Exterminate. 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 Fucking.
The Daleks or
the Daleks?
Cybermen.
The Cybermen are the ones.
Like
the Cybermen
type thing.
The Cybermen would definitely do it. The Daleks would be too busy going larger scale or smaller scale, depending on how you look at it. Because they did do that episode in America, in Manhattan. I think it was like, was it the Empire State Building? I don't know. But it was like the 1950s or 1940s, and that Dalek was trying to like rebuild the Dalek race, but he was like finding a way to join with humans and shit. And yeah, that episode, that was in America. That episode was baller. I remember that in detail. It was fucking great.
No,
but
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
But I'm saying like as far as like
Americanized
I'm
version
saying
of
like as far as like American goes, as far as like Doctor Who plus America goes, you couldn't do it unless it was way back then.
I wanna.
Modern day,
Okay.
it'd be fucking horrible. Modern day.
Is there an American actor that you think could play Doctor Who?
No. Oh no, I take that back. Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. That's an interesting choice.
I pick him or Johnny Depp.
I could see Johnny Depp.
I could see them doing it, but it's only because they've got that experience under their belt. They can
don't
portray
get
it
me wrong.
without fucking up the role.
I love Robert Downey Jr., but you've already got him as Sherlock Holmes. You've got him as Iron Man. And
Well, then he's perfect.
Dr. Dolittle.
Doctor Who is all of those people combined.
And like Robert Downey Jr. kind of plays. Okay, the way that Robert Downey Jr. plays characters, it's what if Sherlock Holmes was played by Robert Downey Jr.
It's that or Ryan Reynolds.
He's an amazing actor, but it's definitely going to be a what if Robert Downey Jr. played
It's Robert Downey Jr.
Doctor Who.
It's Robert Downey Jr., Johnny Depp, or Ryan Reynolds. That's the only ones I'm allowing.
Ryan Reynolds would definitely be a good choice.
He would. If he could do anything other than playing Ryan Reynolds and things, he'd be great. He's played the same role for the last 20 fucking years, and it has been amazing.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
I do too. I enjoy
everything that he does.
He's great, but god damn it, Ryan, you gotta put some kind of a fucking twinge on that, bud. Playing the sarcastic asshole constantly, you can only do it so many times.
Since we're in pop culture,
I hear he's a really good and Free Guy, though. Go ahead.
Since we're in pop culture and entertainment, how are you got any thoughts about the Batman? Because I haven't talked to you about this.
Oh, which one?
The new one. There's going to be one with Robert Pattinson. And
okay, I didn't know if you meant like
no,
Pattinson or
Batfleck. It's called the Batman.
Gotcha.
Because I'm hopeful.
I'm
gonna say it. Because I don't think that Ben Affleck was a good choice, and I don't think
Batfleck was not. They did that fucking terrible. I will say real quick.
I think it potentially could. I haven't watched those movies. I just had no appeal to watch them. But
Soapbox right now. Batfleck and Suicide Squad. The first one, not the good one.
Did you watch the other one?
What, the Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
I fucking love Idris Elba in that movie.
Okay.
That movie is fucking great. It's on HBO Max right now. You want to watch it when we're done? I swear to God, we'll fucking love this movie. You will love this fucking movie.
Maybe, no problem.
No,
we'll see what happens.
No, it's fucking good, dude. It is so good.
So good.
Compared to the horse shit we got before, it is so fucking good. I need another hit of that shit.
Is Margot Robbie in that one?
Yes.
She is in that one, right?
Harley's in that, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like loosely tied to the I'm going to say the first one. The other one. It's loosely tied to that hunk of shit they dropped out of their ass the other day. Notice because it's a few years ago.
Yeah. But that was last episode.
Jen Psaki, circle back. Welcome back.
They don't know what's going on, man.
Yeah, they do. They know that this is all done back to back with Spotify getting the full thing because they'll get shit you guys want on YouTube.
Okay,
and,
so
anyway,
this episode on Spotify.
For you guys, second episode on YouTube, yeah. I'm sorry about your luck. You got it split.
I like Robert Pattinson as an actor. I will say that.
I think that he doesn't deserve to be held to Twilight.
I don't think
what the fuck was that?
I don't think anybody deserves to be held to Twilight.
No, nobody does. And maybe Kristen Stewart.
It was her titular role. I should probably go watch the one that she did where she played Joan Jett, but I feel like that's probably.
I've seen that. I think it's good. It could be better, but it's good. It definitely captures the energy of Joan Jett, but it could be better.
Kristen Stewart, that's her name, right?
Kristen Stewart, yeah.
Yeah, she is the equivalent of Keanu Reeves in acting style, with less emotion.
Have you seen The Replacements with Keanu Reeves?
No.
Okay, it was released in the year 2000. It's a football film. It's a movie about a team of people who they never made it to like playoffs and shit. Mm-hmm. They never made it to the big game. So something happened, like either they weren't picked for the final fight, so to speak, or they had their day in the sun and it turned out to rain that day. Like shit like that. And it is an amazing fucking film. I watch it and I'm immediately like so good. The only it is I enjoy his performance in that. To me, that movie is better than all three mentioned movies combined. I fucking love that movie. I hands down. I said all three. I know exactly what I said. I have actually covered that in a previous video on YouTube. Go and check that shit out. Because that fucking abomination that they plopped out this year, well, no, last year, was a fucking joke. Can y'all not? I'm about to come in there and skin some cats and make a goddamn European cut Speedo.
Did you watch it?
No. I've seen enough about it. I don't have to watch a movie to know that it's going to be fucking awful. The trailer tells me everything that I need, and then when I see reviews confirming what the fuck it is I saw, it does not help.
See, I would say the exact same thing, but I would put the period sooner. I'd say I don't have to watch a movie.
No, I need them to know. You already know. I need them to know.
I'm probably not even going to watch The Batman.
I'm definitely not. I don't care.
The two movies that I wanted to see most were...
But I'm hoping the reviews are good.
Venom 2 and Spider-Man Far From Home, and I still haven't gone and seen those either.
I haven't seen Far From Home, no interest. I've seen No Way Home twice. Fucking love it.
Oh, and No Way Home.
No Way Home is the one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I have seen Far From Home, actually.
Yeah, No Way Home is good.
I enjoyed it.
I thought
they actually gave Mysterio a good treatment.
It seems like they did. They definitely hit the trope really well.
I've never seen a Spider-Man movie that I didn't enjoy. I will say that, though. But also,
I'll agree to that.
I will say I haven't seen either of the Amazing Spider-Man movies. So there's reasons, maybe.
I saw the first one, and it wasn't bad. He got a bad rap. He really did. Some of the writing could have been a little bit better, but that's actually a thing that's brought up, is like Andrew Garfield kind of got screwed with those movies because they could have been better, and he's a better actor than that. So,
there was a tweet that was out the other day, and it was like, fans want to know if there's going to be an Amazing Spider-Man 3, and I don't know if it's real or not, but he supposedly responded to the tweet, and he said, where were you y'all 10 years ago?
Right? Yeah, no, seriously. Where the fuck were y'all whenever it really, truly mattered? Oh, my God. But that's actually a rumor.
I do think that Tom Holland is probably the best Spider-Man, because he does Spider-Man and he does Peter Parker. Because I feel like with Tobey Maguire, you got a better Peter Parker. With Andrew Garfield, you got a better Spider-Man. Theoretically, I haven't watched the movies.
You want honest opinion? Full disclosure. Tobey was the best of both worlds. Tom Holland is all right. He's a bit hammy as Parker, but it's also because they put him in goddamn high school. Yeah. They made him into Iron Man Jr. for 2 fucking movies, and on the 3rd one, they finally fixed it. So...
I love the Tom Holland movies.
That isn't a fucking spoiler either, because you have to figure that once Iron Man... And I can say this. Once Iron Man fucking dies...
Oh, man.
Spoiler alert!
Movie's been out for 3 years.
Oh, God, whatever will you do?
No, I wouldn't saw that in theaters.
Have you seen, apparently, Iron Man is going to get a comeback? Robert Downey Jr. is going to come back. It's, apparently confirmed. Yeah.
I mean, if they want to stick true to the comic books, that's how it goes.
No one stays dead and shit. No one stays dead. It's not allowed, especially with how No Way Home played out. I don't want to ruin that for people who haven't seen it yet. Exactly. But with how that movie played out, God damn it, they set up a lot of potential. A lot, and if Disney and Marvel get off their woke ass and actually make some shit that's good, that people actually want to see. This could be bigger than the goddamn Avengers films and all the different the MCU before Endgame, before all that. Imagine all the best of that. This could allow that to become that could multiply this, or this can multiply that by fucking 10, easy. As far as at their peak, this has potential, but the woke goddamn messaging would ruin it. So if they ruin it, you can ruin the comics. Which I hate to say it because the comics are the source. But you can ruin the comics for a short time when you see that they don't sell and you lose money out your ass as if you were hemorrhaging after you sat on a goddamn machete. Then that's fine. You'll figure it out. You'll get on ball. But, god damn it. Let these movies be something good because I'm tired of... I haven't wanted to go to the theater since No Way Home.
Do you know which Marvel movie is the least woke, but got the most woke attention?
I have no fucking idea.
It got so much woke controversy around it and everything, and it was all completely bullshit. Because if you actually watch the movie, it's not woke, or at least not completely. It probably has some woke things, but
what?
Black Panther.
I fucking knew you were going to say that.
Black Panther is probably one of the least woke there's woke moments for sure.
Yeah, there's
But
definitely
like
there's woke in
if,
there.
if you actually think about it, you've got a society that is very passionate about nationalism, their country, and
that's
everything,
fair.
protecting that,
And their borders.
and they protect their borders against illegal alien invaders with a wall. It's the Donald Trump platform. That's what Black Panther is. It's the Donald Trump platform.
You can't fucking say that. They're gonna lynch. They're gonna lynch somebody's
But
dog
it's
in the
true,
street.
though.
I mean, realistically speaking, that's exactly what Wakanda Forever is definitely doing.
They didn't even address that in the film.
Wakanda
with,
Forever?
like, they bring in so you have the contrast of the Wakanda black and the American black. And like how
Like
the
the
American
Bronx?
black is like, I want to take all of the weapons and I want to distribute them to all the black people so that they can do all of these things. And then
Never mind the fact that
what's the
crime
king's
is
name? King T'Challa? T'Challa?
Chikala? Chikala. I don't fucking know. Black Panther.
Yeah, Black
Yeah,
Panther.
King Black Panther.
is like, nah, man, we're gonna protect
T'Challa. I don't
Wakanda.
know.
That's nationalism.
That is nationalism.
Nationalism, which
Yeah.
has nothing to do with Nazism, by the way.
Yeah, and
Like-
if anyone tries to take it otherwise, they're fucking woke. You probably couldn't listen to them in the first place.
The problem with
You know what?
Nazism was not the nationalism aspect; it was the socialism aspect.
You know,
And I'm pretty sure
Oh.
there's also the racism aspect. So shout out to Whoopi.
oh my god.
That's apparently
race.
Yeah, sweetheart, I got news for you, bud.
That's like
Exclusively what it was about.
That story is something that I don't care about at all, except for it feels like Whoopi's kind of getting a little canceled because of it, and I like that.
She's getting soft canceled, but they won't fully cancel her.
I don't know.
I love it, though.
Somebody said
I
the other
enjoy it.
day, like, I've never thought Whoopi was funny, and I was just like, well, you're wrong with that.
I don't remember ever.
She did the like AIDS things with Billy Crystal. And
I don't remember
Robin
actually.
Williams and
I don't remember actually seeing her and then laughing at her. I don't recall ever laughing at her.
I don't
Things
know.
around her I found funny, but her herself, I've never once found her funny. Like,
She, like,
not
what-
truly, not truly.
why-
Maybe Sister Act 2, because 2 is better than 1 apparently there. But like, maybe that,
Did we
when I
have
was a
this
kid.
discussion the other day, because I swear that somebody else said the exact same thing.
No,
But-
it wasn't. I
Sister
saw it
Act
in the video
2.
actually. I saw Stephen Kyra talked about it on their on his show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
There it is.
they were
There it
talking
is. I'll
about
watch
it.
that video.
That's why it reminded me. I was like, oh, no, I'd actually laughed at those
Oh,
movies
he's
when I was a
coming to
kid.
Evansville
Yeah, I know.
in March. You got tickets?
Yes, I got one, and I didn't get it. It was a charity case, and I am not remotely ashamed because I want to go.
If I get a ticket, can I ride with you?
I mean, yeah.
Cool, because I just want to go. I want
Oh, yeah,
him to
no,
hire me. It's like, can I work for the Steven Crowder show? That'd be great.
I mean, that'd be sick.
I mean, him or Tim Pool, but honestly, I don't think I could stay there too long. But like, I'd love the experience of either of them. I don't want to work for Dave Rubin though. Like, as much as Tim
Dave
Pool
Rubin.
is a milk toast fence sitter, Dave Rubin's just
I love that.
like he tries, man.
Milk toast fence.
And he had a tweet today where he actually responded to the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau.
Blackface Trudeau? Yeah.
And he said, so Trudeau said something like,
I'm not going
today,
to let that go.
today,
Today we're gonna
the
go-
Congress of Canada, whatever the fuck that is, was like they voted to condemn 100% the homophobic, racist, transphobic stuff of the convoy. Like, he threw all of the isms in there and all of the phobias in there, and I was like, wow, dude, you're going hard. And Dave Rubin came out. And
If you
he's
drink
like,
any more of that Kool-Aid,
okay,
you're going to kill 6 generations of Trudeau.
this is probably
Of blackface Trudeau.
this
my
is
bad.
probably the most aggressive I've ever seen Dave Rubin for. So props to Dave Rubin for this one. But he
Okay.
he responded
He'll
to
never
that.
see this, but go ahead.
But he might. You never know.
I would.
Sometimes things
I'd
happen.
shit a brick. Oh, no, dude.
Like, what if
yeah.
I become famous in the next 6 months and then suddenly everybody's like watching your shit and my shit and they're trying to cancel me? Which there's plenty of stuff. You guys just start looking for it because it's there. If you're Christian, it's because of the uncircumcised penises. If it's not, then it's probably because of my views on COVID. But
I mean, to be fair, I do have a guideline strike on my fucking YouTube because of that shit.
so Dave Rubin.
Which I don't recall. Were you involved in? I don't think you were involved in that one because that one didn't go up. The one that we did didn't go up. I did one. You sent me an article and I reported on it. It was Project Veritas.
Project Veritas.
Yep.
Article.
And because of that, I got a guideline strike.
Stricken. But
Yeah.
anyway, Dave Rubin.
Fuck you, YouTube.
Dave Rubin replied to that tweet, and he said, "I'm trying to choose my words extremely carefully," and he may have said respectfully, but you're a fucking idiot. I was just like, oh, okay, Dave, that was pretty aggressive right there.
That's good soup right there, bud.
Good soup.
Not bad at all, mate. Not bad at all. Oh, God.
I fell in love with an Instagram model. That's something we could talk about on the podcast. I just see her post every day, and I'm just like,
I was gonna switch to Q, but
she's
yeah.
really pretty. Oh, we could talk about Q.
Yeah, because I think that the first last episode for YouTube, the first segment on this Spotify episode here, I thought that went pretty good. That was good. Now let's have a little bit of a casual discussion about QAnon.
20 minutes in.
The Q. I mean, I've been waiting for the moment, but I was like, you know what?
The moment
I'm
is
tired
right.
of waiting. Just fucking let's get to Q already. Besides, I gotta do things in about an hour. So
the first thing that I would say about Q is that there is no QAnon. There is Q and there are anons, but there is no QAnon. QAnon was something made up by the fake news media to discredit Q, and it is not real. That's the first thing I will say about QAnon. There is no actual QAnon. So if you're listening to this and you're like, QAnon conspiracy cult or whatever, that doesn't exist. We're talking about Q and we're talking about the Anons. That's the first thing I'll say.
Q and the Anons are two factions in the same demographic, so to speak.
So,
they are not one and the same.
Wait, where do we want to start with Q? Is there anything specific you want to talk about Q, or you just want me to start talking?
Well, I was going to say, how about we give... if you had to summarize in 1 to 2 sentences Q's beginning, what would that be? Because I know 4chan or 8chan, one of the chans was a really big deal in the beginning, but...
I don't know if I could do it in 1 to 2 sentences, but I could probably do it in about 3 to 5 minutes.
Clock starts now.
All right, so in October of 2018, there was this post on 4chan that said something along the lines of Hillary Clinton, Huma Abedin, and John Podesta were going to be arrested. So it caused some stir in the 4chan community, and a lot of people started paying attention to this guy. Well, then that didn't happen on the dates that he said it was going to happen. So a lot of people stopped paying attention to Q, myself included, because when the Q things first started happening, I was very involved with conspiracy groups, and people were talking about it, and so I went and checked it out. And so Q kind of stopped talking, or no, people stopped paying attention to Q, including myself. Well, then a few months later, I realized that he was still talking, because people were still talking about this Q guy. I was like, he was already debunked. He was debunked. So I thought it was just. That happens all the time on 4chan. Somebody will come in and be like, I've got insider knowledge and Hillary Clinton's going to be arrested. And she doesn't get arrested ever. She has not yet been publicly arrested yet.
Publicly?
Yes.
It's the kill switch activating in your lungs. Careful.
Yeah. You've had too much to think. Anyway, so...
I fucking love that guy.
Q started posting more and more, and in addition to his... there it is.
You're on your fucking way out, man. It's been nice knowing you, at least.
They were just like, damn, this guy's going hard on Q. Give him the COVID now.
He's talking about it. He's saying the word of the day. Ah!
But then...
There's a baby reference for you dated motherfuckers out there, myself included.
So Q started... Am I answering...
You are.
What is Q, or
no,
how did Q
you're
get
answering
started?
the beginning.
Okay,
that's what I want. The beginning.
Just the beginning.
Yeah, just the beginning.
But anyway,
and then we'll fast forward accordingly.
He kept posting, and that's how I got re-involved with him. And then he started posting proofs, which includes posting just within seconds of Donald Trump tweeting about the same exact topic.
I believe that's when you got me involved. Whenever you brought it to my attention, is whenever there were some proofs, and you were like, "Okay, this is legitimate." So.
I mean, I see a lot of crazy shit on the internet all the time, and I don't bring it to your attention.
Well, no, obviously.
No, what I'm saying, unless that there's evidence behind it. So, that's why I brought the Q thing to you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm starting to think that this is a real thing.
I mean, to a degree, there are no such thing as coincidences. There's too much lining up. Too much lined up.
that's the start of Q. Essentially, is that he started talking about.
To be fair, he did do it in 3 to 5. He did it in about 3 minutes. So
Hillary Clinton was going to get arrested. She didn't get arrested. It was
not publicly.
There was. I don't think people. See, the thing about Q is people will read his post and they think that they understand what is going on, and I've done this so many times myself, and they don't actually understand what is going on, and then something will happen in the world that relates directly back to a Q post, and then people are like, oh, so that's what it meant.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't realize that, but
I mean, and to be fair, we did kind of dip hard into that well, but also it had also like it made a lot of sense with shit that you and I had talked about around the fucking fire pit. Like a lot of shit that I had brought up and brought to your attention, I saw a lot of it coming to fruition in a way. Like a lot of it was there were a lot of little things like just little hints, little sparks here and there, relating to the ultimate roaring fire that is what it was that we were talking about. And that's part of what actually got me interested in seeing you get yourself out there, because I had my podcast back then that was a lot like this now, but it was something where I was like, I want to see him do it too, because I know that he can do it. And here you fucking are, goes with a radio show, so that's good.
Show with the sexiest audience, over 100 episodes so far. I actually just had I'm about to have episode 0111. So three ones. You talk about luck in the last episode or last section, depending on what outlet you're on. But
we'll see how it goes. But yeah, no, it was one of those things where I saw a lot of things that I had been paying attention to for over a decade. Since I was a youngin', I've been watching this shit unfurl across the globe, and I'm like, something's got to give. Something has to change. Something has to be coming. There's got to be something. And it was a nagging feeling, and it would not go the fuck away. And yeah, it was like this constant need of like, I know that there's more. There's always more. And I need people to see it. And at some point they will. Either people will start to wake up and see it, or everything will fall apart. You're good. Or everything will fall apart, and society will collapse into its own asshole, and then that'll all fall out in the diuretic pool of the dumbassery that is humanity. And it's one of those things where I get it. People like head in the sand, but someone's going to come along and cut that fucking head off at some point. You've got to pull your head out of the fucking clouds and actually see what's going on. Or, in some degree, you got to pull your head out of your own ass. That'd be great. Clap them cheeks away from your fucking... away from your shoulder blades. And please, come out. The air is fresh up here. I believe me. There is fresh air and wonderful times and shits and giggles to be had up here. It's better to have that than to be constantly buried under your own bullshit and denial. So it was nice to see people finally being like, oh no, there's some shit going on here. And then that has gotten increasingly fucking apparent. Even without Q, things have been growing. And it's the show, so to speak.
Can I talk about what QAnon is not, or what Q is not?
Yeah, go ahead.
So first thing,
clarify that.
QAnon is not QAnon. There is no QAnon. There are Qs, or there's Q, and there are Anons. The Anons are on 4chan. So they started out on 4chan. This is something I actually meant to put in my 3 to 5 minutes. Started out on 4chan, moved to 8chan, and then 8chan got taken down, and so they moved to 8kun, and it's 8KUN. That's how they spell that. But anyway, so
that's a Japanese honorific.
So like
there's your free lesson today. Okay.
The big thing that people say about Q is that it's a cult.
Cults have Kool-Aid. We didn't have any Kool-Aid.
Q says multiple times that it's a cult. And he says, yeah, it's a cult. It's a cult that teaches you to think for yourself and think logically. And
it's a cult that wants you to be free of the cult? I like that.
To trust yourself. To use your own reasoning. Use your own logic. That was actually a huge message inside of the Q community. We
hadn't clinked glasses in a while. So
you gotta do it every once in a while. Remind people that we're fucked up, but if you're not drinking with us, then you should be, unless you're trying to be sober. In that case,
every time we swear, you gotta take a shot.
Oh damn!
Oh, party foul, motherfucker.
Okay, but also it could have been significantly worse. Look how much I still have left. Look at that. Look at that.
God damn it.
It's the blue sky smash, man. What do you
Okay, well, smash that towel onto your ass, please, and clean that shit up a little bit.
an old lady with my purple towel.
Yeah, well, it's my cleanup towel, so go ahead.
Clean up. So anyway,
I'm glad you took that to like the rational clean, whereas my brain was like, actually, that sounds kind of dirty. It's my cleanup towel, yeah.
Oh, is this your sperm bank?
No, that's actually a towel that I used to dry myself off with out of the shower, but I haven't used it yet, so now it's drying you off, and it's my alcohol.
I've never used
Party foul.
used that terminology before, but I think that I want to make that a thing. Like, your jizz rag is now your sperm bank. That's funny.
Take it and just kind of do that to it, you know, crinkle it up on itself, break out all that powder and throw it at somebody. Here you go. Go fuck yourself. Maybe you'll give a fuck.
I need to use that
In a little while.
as a coaster.
I'm just trying to clean up the mess that you made. It's okay.
Okay.
I can't believe you fumbled the fucking glass.
I can't believe that I recovered it.
I'm glad that you did. You didn't
Liquid?
waste that much. I actually saw some of it airborne and land back in the glass.
Yeah, I'm good at
was
this
like-
shit. Like, I can't control all of the liquids, but I can control some of them, guys.
To be fair, you're gonna smell a little bit like blue sky, so that's all that matters.
I'm an avatar. I got a little bit of all of the elements, but not all of the elements. Okay, so Q.
You drink the Kool-Aid. Go ahead.
What I always took Q to be was a
Don't put it
way.
back on the clean shit, you ass.
My bad.
There, no, get off the chair too. Here you go. I don't want the cats licking that, getting fucked up on your behalf. I don't know how that works, God.
Another thing that people say about Q is that he's a prophet. And these are actually from the people that follow Q. And that's something that Q has said himself. He's not here to predict future events. What is
I was gonna say top you off there.
future unlocks past. That's one of his big phrases. I'm all sticky now with blue sky all over me.
You're welcome.
I got that blue sky sticky.
I mean, I'd rather be sticky with my liquids than someone else's. I deliberately made this sound bad.
Damn, Tim.
Yeah, that's probably about the case. God's just like, God damn it.
God damn it.
Who the fuck greenlit this one? Not your fucking problem, bud.
So, anywho,
I like how you're betraying my delicious. Granted, it's hard to spill that one because you gotta put the top back on
I've
that.
done like 3 or 4 glasses without touching that. Thank you very much.
I know, but right now you're cheating on a committed relationship then.
I didn't commit.
You've drank 3 or 4 glasses.
You
committed.
knew I was poly to liquor when we got into this relationship.
We were gonna talk about your slow descent into cheap alcoholism, remember?
This is another thing.
Oh god. Most
Started out
significant.
buying half pints, then bought pints, and now I'm buying fifths. But they're lasting about the same amount of time, and I'm spending less money. And I feel like after the winter, I will stop drinking. So
When the sun comes.
that was a joke. After the winter, I will stop drinking liquor regularly. Stop drinking.
Every time I've seen
what is
you-
this, Soviet Russia? I don't know.
Every time I've seen you, like every consistent time that I've actually seen you physically in the last 2 months, I have seen you with one of those bottles on you. And I've been impressed. I'm like, at least he's consistent.
I have brand loyalty, guys. Like, if I'm going to
Yeah.
buy a drink,
To be
it's
fair,
always going to be the cheapest one.
3 different things going to make in this. So, you know, and they're all cheap.
So it's a lot more expensive. It's super tasty, though. I will give you that.
I appreciate that because I
Whether-
could sell this
whether-
shit at a goddamn premium.
You could.
I really could.
Yeah.
If I get my shop comedy night, open mic comedy night, you best believe we're serving some blue sky
I feel you on that.
and its variations. Cause flavor.
Flavor Town.
And I dig that. Appreciate that. Good follow up there. That's exactly what I need to call it too. When the bar,
bring it to
Flavor
the
Town, and
soul.
Flavor Town in the blue sky. Well, no.
But yeah, so
Most significant thing with Q. Whenever you're ready.
Is
What
that-
would
is
you
that a
say?
question?
What would you say is the most significant thing that Q has
I'm glad that
done?
you asked that because I can
Because I'm
actually answer
genuinely,
that.
I'm actually genuinely curious.
Okay, the big
I've been
takeaway.
traumatized a few times since then. I've kind of forgotten. Go
The
ahead.
big takeaway from Q is that they want you divided by race. They want you divided by religion. They want you divided by politics. They want you divided by class. They want to divide you any way that they can because as long as you are focused on hating your neighbor, you're not focused on the corruption and crime that they're doing. So that's how they do the news. Like that's what media is all about. Q was an alternative to the news. Like while the news was saying look over here, Q was saying, hey guys, look over here. So like
this is misdirection, whereas this is the true direction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Q
need some fucking water. Go ahead.
Was kind of what he taught people was he taught information organizers how to organize. He taught people how to do their own research, because if you look into the Q phenomenon, it's not actually what Q says. Like people were, if people are hardcore into Q, then they're always referring back to his post and everything, and they know that makes sense. There's a lot of good information in there. There's a lot of good like stuff to pep you up and make you feel good
to
about
rally
everything.
The troops, so to speak.
And a lot of things that are just keep getting referenced over and over and over again. Dude, I am telling you, Mike Pompeo's Twitter account is just always Q references. It's ridiculous.
He's a non-stop stream of Q.
And Dan Scavino is the same way. It's just, holy shit, bro. It's so like there's people who do these Twitter uncodes, and it's usually based upon what time he posts. So if he posts at 7:36,
I mean, timing is everything.
If you post at 7:36, then all of the Q followers are going to go look at post 7:36, and it just so happens to be that Q post is talking about exactly what Mike Pompeo is talking about right now.
I like that shit.
It's like okay, so
war is won on timing, and this is definitely a war for the soul of humanity. So,
and that's another thing that Q kept saying is like, learn our comms. They're communicating. But they're communicating to us.
We've done head first into the crazy pool a long fucking time ago. You sink or you drown. Yeah, you sink. You swim or you drown. You pick. Right now, you're swimming, motherfucker. Let's go. Make laps.
But the big
butterfly that shit. Let's go.
The big takeaway from Q is that there is a
my shirt says "Get in, loser. We're doing freedom shit." So goddamn it, go ahead. Big takeaway from Q
is that they want you to divided.
I'm committed.
They want you to. They want you to hate each other so that you don't realize who you should be hating, which is the pedophiles and the elites, the corrupt elites.
Sorry, the murder.
But yeah, there's like over 4,000 Q posts, I'm pretty sure, and it's so interesting to me that I still see smear pieces on QAnon, and they still talk about the QAnon conspiracy and everything. Dude hasn't posted since December of 2020.
I mean, even you could say conservative YouTubers. Even they go on record as blatantly dragging Q.
They go on record blatantly dragging Q, but there's also...
I'm a little bit behind the scenes there, not so.
There's some who are actually pointing out, like, look, the QAnon conspiracy is not the problem here. Like, they don't necessarily... They're not, I don't believe Q or whatever, but, like, they will make comparisons. Like, you're going to tell me that the Q people are the problem when this fucking shit is happening.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like that guy that was at the January 6th.
Re-ups.
I'm going to say the insurrection protest. So.
Oh, guess what? So, like, they're making that convoy in America now. The one that went to Canada and went to Ottawa. And it's going to go from California all the way to D.C. is what I've heard. So I've decided to call it... The Insurrection 2, The Honkening.
Insurrection 2,
See, I'm telling you guys, there's just shit out there all over the place that you can cancel me with.
I mean, to be fair, though, like, this shit needs to be brought out in the open.
January 6th was not an insurrection. You want to know how I know? There was no insurrection. We still have the same Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell in office. If it was a proper insurrection,
if it was insurrection,
the way that it should have been done,
they'd have been hung by their internal organs from street lamps.
I would have. Oh, your internal organs. I was going to say guillotine, but like.
Oh no, I want them to die slowly.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry, they would have died slowly. I didn't say that. But no, they keep saying, like, even Steven Crowder blatantly says the QAnon shaman. Talking about the guy who had the bullhorns. They call him the QAnon shaman.
That guy is a shill. That guy says nothing to do with Q.
Yeah.
He's just, like, that's the thing. Okay, one of the things that Q said, no outside comms. If anybody claims that they are a part of the Q team and they are not speaking through the official Q account on 8kun, they're not Q. Except for Dan Scavino. He's been confirmed by Q.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think that the other. Yeah, like I said, we're talking.
I'm cool with that. That sounds pretty good.
We have multiple instances.
I've dropped out of Q so hard since then. Like since what was it 2018 roughly? So like it's like anything at all about that just tickles my pickle pink. Go ahead. There were multiple instances.
There are multiple instances, and when I say multiple, I'm pretty sure. Like I'm gonna say 40. We'll say over 40, but it's around that number at the very least. I don't know how many, but like dozens of times this has happened, and it's called a delta, in which Q will make a post.
Is that Delta variant?
Trump will. That's interesting. I hadn't even thought about that. It's probably. Oh, that's interesting.
Omicron also made reference. There was something in my brain clicked the other day, and Omicron was a reference to. There was something else that was Omicron, and my brain was like, I need to remember that. That's important. Bring it up. Omicron references such and such, and I can't remember the such and such.
Futurama?
No, but Omicron that too, I guess you could say. But no, that's not it. It was something earthly, something current. I couldn't remember what the fuck it was, but it referenced some Q posts in the past, and I couldn't fucking remember. I can't for the life of me remember what the fuck it was. I don't know. It was something within the last 2 weeks, and my brain was like, "That it's important. Remember that there's importance there. Otherwise, it is flatlined. I have no idea what the fuck it would be." But you know, that's when you're constantly bouncing between this, that, and the other. You know, you forget some things. Well, they received it to the back of the brain, but no, like there is. I 100% think that like the stuff we're seeing now it's more than just like the anagrams or whatever the fuck it is. Different like little references here and there. It's bigger picture shit, and I think we're seeing some shit that Q, like some of the comms that they would have are playing out as actual events now.
Yes,
and that I would especially consider the Freedom Convoy as well to be something that is quite substantial because that is supply lines.
Well, see, okay, that's actually something that I wanted to address because you had actually said the other day we were talking about Q, and you said that something that was emphasized during that time was the need to trust the plan.
Yeah, I said that earlier today. Trusting the plan was a very strong emphasis. It was hammered in at one point in time, extremely hard, more than any other time it was hammered in. It was also in reference to. We know who's going to be president after Trump. That was the reference there.
Yeah, that was just something that the Q people didn't realize he was saying when he said it. And then, like, when we went back and looked at it, we were like, oh, so that's what you meant. Damn it. Because, like, all of the Q people really expected Trump to just, like, go completely full martial law.
Or at least 2 terms it.
Whenever Biden got inaugurated.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually expected that too.
I waited for like 3 days, and I was like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. And then I started watching things, and I realized that the plan was still happening. You need to go compare Biden's inauguration to every other inauguration ever, like Donald Trump and
every single
Obama and George W. Bush. All of them are like videotaped and easily. I mean, I bet you can get even further than that.
Oh, you can go back far.
The ritual. Inaugurations are all about ritual.
Yeah.
And George W. Bush, Obama, and Trump, they went through the same ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Biden did not. And that starts from the very beginning. Do you know?
Day one.
Biden did not fly in on Air Force One. On top of that, Trump flew out on Air Force One on Biden's inauguration day. It's a little weird, right? It's a little weird that Trump
God, keep going.
got Air Force One. That's a little sus.
That. It is. It's a little sus.
And then let's see.
Well, I mean, we kept seeing all these. Now you go ahead.
There was.
I want to derail this. This is good shit.
A big. Well, okay. So first off, if you watch Obama, George W. Bush, and Trump when they're being inaugurated, the military is respecting them, or they're the leader of the military, commander in chief, and everything. In Biden's inauguration, the military are completely in control. They're the ones leading Biden. They tell him where to go, where to stand, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have proper military uniforms on. Also, that's interesting. When
Didn't
Biden was
the ones
leaving,
Didn't the ones in uniform stand with their back to them?
I was about to say when
Oh,
Biden
my
was
bad.
leaving
Sorry.
the inauguration, he got the guard turned their back on him. Now, see, like the big thing though.
That's
so
the
we're
military
talking.
equivalent to the cold shoulder. Go ahead.
Oh wait, not the big thing yet. There's also the laying of the wreath. There's a ceremonial wreath, and what it is like you can see it with George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump. They put their hands on the wreath, they grab it, they move forward, and they place the wreath where it needs to go. With Joe Biden's inauguration, he wasn't allowed to do that. The military were the only ones who touched the wreath, and the most he ever got was he was able to do that. He was able to touch the wreath like that, just give it a brief touch, and that was it. And like you compare it, but like the big giveaway. So we're talking about the rituals of.
This is good shit. I don't know, like, if y'all are entertained by this at all, but that's not my fucking problem. I'm enjoying this.
Dude, the Biden inauguration is one of the weirdest.
This is the verbal equivalent to porn to me. Go ahead.
Like it really confirmed to me Patriots are still in control. That's a big thing in the Q thing is Patriots are in control.
Once
so I think that's what you were talking about when you said trust the plan.
Yeah,
that
trust
Patriots
the plan.
are in control.
Patriots are in control.
What I wanted to say about that is that Q also specified that the plan has always been the people. So this whole convoy thing that we're seeing right now, the people at the parent-teacher conferences, all of the people, like another thing that he said is they won't be able to walk down the streets. And there's so many videos coming out of Adam Schiff getting harassed. What's his fucking name? Mitt Romney getting harassed. Bill de Blasio. All of these people who had these really bad policies and everything. People are awake and they're aware. And when they go out in public, they get yelled at and filmed. And it's hilarious. And I love it. So the big thing about the inauguration is the cannons. So they do the military salute with, it's like,
what did they do?
I think it's a 21 gun salute.
Did they use slingshots instead?
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
With every other president, it's 4 cannons.
Really?
They do, and it's back to back to back, 21 shots. So, boom, 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 boom. That's why you have all of the cannons.
Yeah.
This is a ritual. The military is huge about their rituals, and they won't diverge away from it.
Yeah, they won't budge on that. It is traditional ritual.
Biden got a different shooting salute. He had
a different gun salute.
He had 3 cannons, and it was either 5 or 10 seconds apart, but I believe it was 10 seconds. And so, like, when, once again, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and Donald Trump were inaugurated, as soon as like, hand on the Bible, I swear all of these fucking things to uphold the Constitution, blah, 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 blah. As soon as they get done with that part, that's when the cannons go off. But they didn't do it that time. It was at a different point.
Okay.
And as it turns out, that ritual is a real ritual that is to signify either a funeral, interesting, or acknowledging a foreign leader.
No shit.
No shit.
Wow. All right, that's
some good stuff right there, man. Like
that
the Biden inauguration.
That's some shit even I didn't know, and I've had my thumb on the pulse of this shit since I was like 15.
I wish that I had told you about that. I'll find a video, man. Like,
damn,
for real, like the Biden inauguration.
I knew that it was different.
Weird.
I knew that it was fucking different, and I knew that. I also knew that whenever he was standing there giving his like whatever his speech or whatever, his acceptance speech or whatever the fuck it is that he does, whenever he was there, the military personnel had their backs to him.
That was as he was driving out. But yeah, they did have their backs to him.
I know that they turned at some point and they were doing shit that did not look professional at all half the time. But he also did have military personnel coming up in non-uniform clothing and being like, "Hey," and it's like they were guiding his ass, directing him, and like he was being regarded with pretty much disdain.
How much time you got left?
Let's see. I've got to go and do things at about 7 o'clock, so I'd say about 11 minutes.
Oh, Okay, I feel like you said you had an hour left about 10 to 20 minutes ago.
It has been much longer than that. It has been a while ago.
It's been in this section.
It's been in this section, but it has been a fucking minute. So,
Alright, so...
YouTube's going to easily get about an hour-long video. So, you're fucking welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, unless I break it up against your will, in which case, best of luck to you.
There's some good shit there.
There is. There's a lot of good stuff there.
Don't listen to what anybody says about Q. Go experience Q for yourself. Go read the Q post.
You need to do your own research. That's a big thing.
Go read the Q post, and like after that, go look into what those Q posts mean.
Do your own research, says the guy who doesn't have any fucking presence of mind to do the research, and it comes pretty much from you and from whatever I can glean myself here and there. So that's great.
Yeah, I would recommend checking out Praying Medic. Some people in the Q.
Oh, I fucking forgot about that guy.
Some people in the Q community don't like him, but honestly, I have no qualms with him. What he did
I was pretty indifferent.
Is that he, they call him a patriot, and I don't understand why. It's like, because, like, okay, so there was this whole thing that happened in the Q, when Q was posting, and he said, be careful who you're following, and then I think he made reference of patriot, which is P-A-Y, triot.
Yeah.
Instead of like normal patriot, it's like you're getting paid to
shills.
To shill.
Yeah, they're shills.
For
those of you, it's those who don't know, it's shill is someone who takes a shilling to put out a fucking message. Go ahead.
But he was saying, be careful who you're following. Some people are only about it for the money, and like that was actually a direct call out on Alex Jones and Jerome Corsi, because as soon as he posted that,
what the fuck is a Jerome?
Jerome Corsi went fucking nuts. Somebody who became completely irrelevant as soon as Q called him out.
Like, wow.
He had relevancy, and it was based upon the Q community. They were listening to what he had to say and everything, and then
first time I heard that fucking name.
Q said, well, he's connected to Alex Jones.
Oh well, I gotta fuck him then. Alex Jones is Bill Hicks.
Q said, be careful who you follow, and Jerome Corsi went nuts, and he started calling it a psyop and everything, which it is. Q is a psyop. I want everybody to be clear about this.
Yeah.
Because, like, think about what the word means. Psychological operations. And that is what he is doing. He is contributing to the psychological war.
I mean,
but that doesn't mean that he's a bad guy.
No, but there are two sides to every fucking conflict.
It's like the word propaganda. Propaganda is a neutral term. It's a way of dispersing information. It is not a bad thing or a government-driven thing. It's just a technique.
It's a means of...
I use propaganda all the time. My whole existence is based upon propaganda.
You're not fucking wrong, but...
No, that's the reason why people listen to my show. They follow me. They know who I am because I keep
hammering
on Facebook every day. Got my selfies, got my controversial posts, got the memes. I just like sharing memes, so that's why I share memes. But like every day, I remind people about my show, especially here in the past 2 or 3 weeks. In my story, I've been hammering, go fucking listen to my show. Go listen to my show. It's the radio show. The radio show with the sexiest audience on Spotify. You can find it. I believe in you.
Just to reference the last time he was on, there it is. I knew he'd do it one more time. Jesus Christ. And, all right, final thoughts on Q5. Do not spill something else, especially with the mouse, keyboard, and mic.
I didn't.
I know you didn't, but only because,
Just one.
like, God damn.
What's up? Okay.
Why do you come here and make a mess? Do that shit at home, then come here, like.
I do that at my house as well.
Yeah, like do it.
This is pretty consistent behavior for me.
So you're habitual. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You're a consistent fucker-upper. Wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not bad.
As long as I'm fucking up, I'm falling upwards.
Real quick, Friday after 5. I still do that shit with how cold it is.
No.
I didn't think so.
They only do that during the summer. That's been a pretty consistent thing.
Good.
But Friday after 5 is coming back.
Good, because I kind of want to go.
I've got beefs with them.
Oh, really? Okay. Well,
it's a small beef.
Well, we'll stew that beef later.
We don't need to stew it. Like, go to Friday after 5. It's going to be a good time. Probably. I'll be there. It's a good way to collect people. Go back and do those man on the street interviews, because that's what the famous Mr. Birch likes, and I haven't been able to do them because there's not really a
street to do them on right now.
Yeah. It's fucking cold, man. I'm not gonna do man on the street.
It's fucking frigid.
I stay off of the streets.
Nobody. Shit.
Except for the corners. The corners
I was gonna
are
say you were
lucrative.
on them street corners.
They're lucrative.
Yeah, they're lucrative. Yeah, of course. Yeah. I tell you what, you want to make that kitty purr, you go ahead. But right now, we need to wrap this up. So,
All right.
final thought on Q. You got 2 minutes. Because you did it in about 2.5 before to get it started. So
JFK Jr. is not alive. Q accurately predicted down to the minute exactly when John McCain was going to die, which makes me believe that he was executed for treason. And I think that if you...
Oh, God, please.
That was the biggest proof for me. There is a 2-hour Q proof video on BitChute. It's called The Ultimate Q Proof, so I would definitely go and recommend looking that up. It's not a documentary about Q. It's not about his post. It's just about proving that he was on point and he was saying exactly.
I'm gonna need that.
Okay, so like the big thing is that he's connected to Donald Trump, and that there's the military asked Donald Trump to run for president, and he did so, and they they're working. It's the biggest advanced information drop on poll of all time, is what Q says, and then says but also tells you that you're not going to be able to understand it. I said that JFK Jr. is not alive. That's Q has explicitly said twice that JFK Jr. is not alive. Anybody who's spreading that is just like, guys, there's Q. Oh, that's the big thing. Q is not centralized anymore. The plan, we were talking about this earlier. Q made it explicit that the plan was the people. It was all about the people being informed and taking control. He set things in movement. He showed people the right things to look at. It's called open source information gathering, something like that. But there's tons of government documents available. There's tons of news articles available. Like, we actually have all the information that we need to put a lot of the pieces together. Not fully. Things are still getting revealed.
Well, you can have 3/4 of a puzzle and know that you've got things that are still yet to be put on there, but you know you've got the puzzle overall. Like, you can have the overall image, but still know that you're missing some shit. Like, it just makes you want to look more, so I'm cool with that.
Also, go to Newsweek and Breitbart and check out what's happening with Hunter Biden. I think that that's worth paying attention to.
Real quick, the Q proof thing. What was that on BitChute?
The Ultimate Q Proofs.
The Ultimate Proof?
Or Ultimate Q Proofs.
Okay.
It's like 2 hours long, and it's like some British guy, and it's like just base. It's just information. It's like, here's a Q post, and here's what happened. Yep, that one
right there.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently I have a BitChute account, so that's cool.
By now, you've probably heard about QAnon.
Sweetheart, I love you, but not right now. Please, I'm going to need you to calm down. Please, save it for later whenever the camera's not on.
All right, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I assume that Tim is going to close it off while I'm going to the bathroom. So, I will say again, I am Erich Stranger, but you can call me Stranger. Check me out on the Ghost of Thor radio show. It is the radio show
as he chooses to.
With the sexiest audience. You can find it on Spotify. CashApp, Ghost of Thor. Love all of you. I'm going to the bathroom. And look at all my tattoos. Aren't those cool? I love them. I love all of these. Yeah, they're really cool. They're a big part of me.
Go to the fucking bathroom.
You go. Wait. I gotta show him this whole tattoo.
God damn it.
It's so cool, though. Like, that's the best tattoo. Wait, there it is. Oh, wait, can you see?
It's the jigsaw puzzle piece, for those of you who don't know, with Jigsaw, the puppet, on the puzzle piece. So, those of you at home listening, or at work, in the case of the dear Lady Lenore, I guess, friendship, love of my life right now. She's blushing right now, I can tell. Let's see. Fucking, where was that? He derailed me so goddamn hard. Alright, so I'm going to fuck around with the Ultimate Proofs thing. I've also got to go and do things, be responsible, cook din-dins and all that good shit. Take his ass home. Unless he would like to do an extended version of this later on. I don't know. Don't really care. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, then by all means, and if you want to support this, you can do so via Cash App and Patreon. Hashtag discount Walter White. All one word. I do accept Bitcoin, so toss a coin, dear Walter, and we'll keep this song and dance going. That is a The Witcher reference, and please, by all means, actually fucking appreciate that and throw some Bitcoin my way. That'd be great. I'm whatever. I'm fucking begging at this point, and begging is not becoming of me. Anyway, if you'd like to do so via Patreon, you can do so, get exclusive content that you will not get anywhere else, including Spotify, then by all means, patreon.com/The Blue Skies Mix. All one word, no dashes, hyphens, or bullshit in there. If anyone tries to tell you otherwise, they are fucking wrong. I'm going to fuck off the BitChute after I take his ass home and go and get my daughter. And hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'm going to leave you with a song of my choosing this time, because this has dragged on for a fucking hour. And how about Head PE? The song will be Fallen, because I fucking love that song and it kind of fits. I'm going to do what I want and Defiance incarnate IB. So, hope you've enjoyed this. Hope that you have a wonderful night. Stay warm out there where it's icy. Don't slip and bust your ass. I'd feel bad if you did, but that, I mean, I would feel bad for you. I'm still going to laugh. But, no, be good and have a wonderful time. Do not get lost in the mix. Bye-bye.